hold on. First off, that's too many syllables to be describing the head person in charge, okay? So just drop all that. Just say the ringleader, the boss.
There you go.
Central scrutinizer, like
on the radio.
Spell it. That's what I want that lady to do. I want you, that woman that was talking, I want you to spell that second word. Good luck to you. So like talking about draining their fluids in a manhole.
What?
Like,
I never said that,
bro.
Yeah, it's some of the, see, none of us are right and none of us are wrong when we put some of this data together and come to a conclusion. And our view of what we're seeing may differ. But typically, most of the people that are doing the streams for the truth they're pretty close on the same page on a lot of the issues. And they're not relying on things that would take, 4,000 power magnifying lenses to see. Okay? And stories wrapped around stories and shadows.
Oh my God. Okay, guys. Well, I guess the natives are restless. Hey, so I just wanted to give a special shout out to Tommy Jude. I did not listen to his channel a lot. I don't know why. For whatever reason, it never came up in my feed. But when I released this Linda Lane audio that I heard, it wasn't a specialized lens or anything, Sarge. It was just a pair of, I think I said it multiple times, Dr. Dre beats. They're the pro version. They're like $400, $500. My dog destroyed them. Anyway, that's what I used to listen to it. And then I have to say this too before I get to Tommy Jude. The Central Scrutinizer. I guess none of you all have ever listened to The Musical Genius of Frank Zappa. That's all I'm going to say about that. Yes, I can spell Scrutinizer. I definitely can. And that's okay. Like, I honestly don't take any offense. You can say whatever you want. I expect it. I've followed this true crime community now for well over a year, and I've seen some pretty nasty stuff. So if you want to make fun of me or say that what I'm doing isn't for the right reasons or I'm making this up, I have no problem with that. You are certainly welcome to your opinion. But what I put out there is what I heard. I listened to it on a pair of Dr. Dre beats over the ears in the dark for hours. Why did I do it? I can't answer that question other than to tell you I felt compelled for some reason. Compelled, meaning I felt anxious until I got it done. And I got it done months ago. I mean, I've been sitting on this for like 6 months, 7 months. And I really debated whether or not I wanted to, put it out there. Because I have seen what happens when people step out and maybe they think outside of the box or they say or do something that other people are going to question. And I thought, do I really want to get involved in that? And honestly, it doesn't faze me one bit. I honestly don't care. I think it's interesting that people are going to laugh at it or make fun of me or whatever. It's actually just interesting to me. People are interesting. That's all I'll say. People who have closed minds about things that they don't understand, what I've come to realize is that people like that are just afraid. It's just out of fear, usually, because if they're wrong about something that they thought they were so right about, it makes them feel very unsettled inside. And that's a real thing, and I get it, And everybody has closed-mindedness about different things, about different issues. Some people, you're not going to change their mind on something, even if you showed them the proof right in front of them. We've all met them, right? So that's why I'm saying, like, I don't even take it personally. I think it's hilarious, actually. I think it's hilarious. And I cannot believe, I'm actually disappointed that nobody, I said it in the beginning, the Central Scrutinizer. I said what the voice reminded me of. If you go and listen to Joe's Garage from Frank Zappa, there's a character he portrays, and he calls himself the Central Scrutinizer. Okay? And he whispers like the guy does on the radio that I heard. Okay? So that's why I called him that. And I can call him whatever I damn well please, because it's my voice, right? So that's why I call him that. And I guess people don't get that joke, and that's fine. I have an odd sense of humor. So anyway, moving on. I want to give a special thanks to Tommy Jude. Like I said, I didn't follow his channel. I don't know if it popped up it didn't pop up in my feed or whatever, but I will tell you that after I put the Linda Lane out, it was the first thing that popped up, and I was shocked at how many views I got on that video. I was. And then I saw him talking about it. And there's one clip, it's the second clip, when I'm going over the 2 a.m., and he pauses it right before I pause, and I say this part was really tough. And I'm going to tell you why I ultimately decided to put this out in a second. I'm going to explain that too. But he pauses it, and he gets you can see him, he gets upset. This guy's got a lot of heart, okay? Tommy Jude's got a lot of heart. I'm going to tell you that right now. He's a loyal person, and there's not a lot of people out there like that. There really aren't. So again, props to you, okay? He said, this woman, he says, I don't even know this lady, okay? I don't even know her. And she's hearing what I'm seeing at this time frame, right? So at the same time, Tommy Jude is breaking down these reflections, which again, that I would not have been able to do that. The hearing thing I was able to do, but that's just what I was able to do. Everybody has their own thing, right? We've all got our own talents, and we've got our own various things we're good at or whatever. I'm not even saying I'm good at hearing. I had no idea I had bionic ears, but hey, I'll take it. The thing about it is, you could see that I could feel that he felt vindicated. I didn't understand to what extent that went until he went into his reflections video. You spent hours on that. Hours, I can tell. I didn't watch all of it. I didn't even know about it. But while you were doing that, I was over in my world doing my thing with the audio. And what's really bizarre, and why he was blown away and why I'm blown away, is because his timeline and my timeline, my audio and his reflections match up, okay? They match up. And it blew him the hell away because, like he said, I don't even know this lady. And he's right. I don't know him either. I wasn't even watching his channel, all right? If you don't believe me, I honestly don't care. I'm not offended. I'm not trying to sway anyone's opinion here. I'm not selling anything, okay? I'm not trying to sell a t-shirt or a skull cap. I'm not putting out, I'm not monetized. Maybe someday I will be. I don't know. That's not even why I'm doing this, though, okay? I'm doing this because that's what I heard, okay? That's what I heard. And what blows me away is that Tommy Jude saw, and the two timelines match up. And that's what you call proof. It's science. That's what scientists do. When you take things and from different, the other person's not even aware of it. It's not a true scientific experiment, but it's a good proof of something. So again, not trying to sell anybody anything, but I do want to voice just my reaction to hearing that, because I listen to Dago. I listen to Cluminati. I love her videos. And to hear her talk about me, that lady, and just like, it's just hilarious to me that people are like so like bent up over this stuff, So anyway, moving on. Tommy Jude, props to you. Thank you. You got a lot of heart. And you're right. You don't know me and I don't know you, but we both came to the same conclusion. Okay. I really appreciate all of the comments that people have left for me. People have left some really nice comments thanking me and stuff, and I appreciate it, but I'll tell you that it was a compulsion that made me, I had to do it. I felt anxious until I did this. That's the only explanation I can give. And the thing that really pushed me over the edge was listening to it again I hadn't listened to it for months because I put it away. Because after I did all that, it was draining. It was emotionally draining to do that, okay? To hear that stuff. And I put it away. And when I listen to it again, there's one part that breaks my heart when I hear it. And it's when Kaylee and Maddie, you can tell, I think it's Maddie that's running, and she says, Moken. Okay? And it sounds like Kaylee is calling to Maddie to like come over here because it's safe here, or find me over here. And just to hear her voice, I can't, I'm sorry. You don't believe me? I don't care. I heard it. And then I hear Maddie say, Kay. She says, Kay, answer me. Or so, I can't remember exactly, but basically she calls her Kay. Now, I don't know if she called her Kay for short. It seems logical she would, but someone who knows her would know, does she call her Kay for short? I don't know. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe this is all my imagination. If that's what you want to believe, I'm okay with that. All right. But that's the part, okay, that when I listen to that, and that's also the part right around the 2 a.m., 2:20 mark, where the beating is the most severe. It's horrible. It's a horrible thing to listen to, I'll tell you what. So if you don't hear it, consider yourself lucky, because it's not a nice thing to hear. So yeah, I mean that's basically it. I didn't do anything after the 3 a.m. mark, because I was done after that. And there's probably a lot more that other people, and now that I put it out there, I've gotten a lot of comments, and I appreciate them all, and people saying, I heard this at this time. Did you hear that? And I appreciate you asking my opinion, but I'm going to tell you something. If you hear it, it's probably what they're saying. I don't have any special talent. I just listen to it in a dark room, so all my other senses were kind of, when you're in the dark, your hearing becomes finely tuned. If you talk to a blind person, they'll tell you this. I did a dining in the dark once, and it's insane how much your hearing gets so much better. The acuity of your hearing will become much better. So if you didn't hear it and you want to try it again because you don't think I'm Looney Tunes or Clown Town, okay, all you got to do, that's my crazy cat, all you got to do is you need a nice pair of headphones, over-the-ear headphones with noise canceling. Lay in the dark so that your hearing is heightened, okay, and don't be distracted, and listen, and you'll hear it. And whatever you hear is what you hear, okay? I'm not saying what I heard is 100% accurate. I'm not going into court to present this. Like I said from the beginning, I don't know where this video came from, and I don't know who leaked it. And those are two questions everybody should be asking if you're interested in this case at all, because it was leaked for a reason, okay? Just like the Corner Club photo was leaked for a reason. Just like the Jack and Maddie, or we'll call him Hoodie Guy, because I assume that's Jack, but I don't really know, because they never named him. The police have never officially named him. I know other people have named him, and they want to argue about it, and that's okay. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm telling you what my opinion is. The police never named him, okay? So I don't know who he is, but the guy that walks with Kaylee and Maddie, the Hoodie Guy, and they're walking, and she says, Maddie, what did you tell Adam? And she says, I told him everything, okay? Where did that come from? Who leaked that, and why? Okay, these are the questions that I'm interested in, because there's a reason for this. This isn't the first thing I've ever followed in my life. I've followed a lot of things, and I've followed a lot of conspiratorial type things that have actually, I don't know, in the past few years become true, to enough so that people now think the aliens are ready to land, okay? Tell me 3 years ago people would ever thought that, all right? So, this isn't my first time, looking at stuff, all right? And I've seen the ops. I know the misinformation. I know the propaganda. I know they do things to agitate people. I know all that stuff, okay? So I've seen it all. True crime is not my forte. I used to look at other things, but I got tired of it. And so I thought this would be fun. And so here I am. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that the leaks, who did them and why. And the other thing is, there's a gag order on the case, right? There's a gag order on the case. And yet that Linda Lane got leaked, all right? Why was that never mentioned in court? Why was the Linda Lane video not once mentioned in court? If you filed the Delphi case, somebody killed themselves over a leak, okay? Somebody killed themselves. The defense attorneys got thrown off the case, okay? Judge Gull is still holding a grudge. So, that turned that case upside down. I think it was one picture, right? One or two, I don't know. I never saw them. But the point I'm trying to make is that was a gag order on that case. There was a leak, and that caused a shitstorm. Where's the shitstorm in this case? Everything's sealed and undercover, but then you've got a Linda Lane video, and it was after the gag order, and not a peep from the judge or anybody in the court. Not a peep. They don't say anything. I find that really odd. I find that extremely odd that nothing's been said about that. So I get it. It's not a, quote, crime scene, but it is a leak. It is a leak in this case. So anyway, I had to put this up real quick. I have another video coming that I think is pretty interesting that I'll put up in the next couple days. But I was listening to the live on Dago, and like I do often, I listen to a lot of different creators, and I couldn't believe they were sitting there talking about me like this. It's like, wow, like, hey, why don't you invite me on the channel so I can at least talk to you guys about it? That's the other thing I don't understand. When people start like talking this crap about other people, like, I'm a real person, I'm not a robot. I'm not a jerk off. I'm pretty nice, but like, why would you do that? Like, why would you just start saying stuff like that? And honestly, it doesn't matter. I don't care. And I do care, but I'm not going to change it. This is just the way people are, I don't want to get in that Cartman triangle I was talking about. So listen, no hard feelings on my end. And I would be happy to talk to any of them if they wanted to talk to me. But, like I said, I'm not selling anything here. It's just I'm putting out what I heard. And I heard it. And I would swear in a Bible in a court of law that I heard it. I don't think I need to. They already have that. If you think they don't, I mean, they already have it. They already have Linda Lane. If we have it, they have it. So, yeah, I mean, that's really it, guys. I really appreciate all the support. I've gotten a lot of support, and it's nice. There's a lot more nice people out here than mean-spirited people. And I don't think that anybody on that panel was mean-spirited, by the way. I don't think Sarge, who's really, really opinionated and definitely closed-minded. I don't think Dago. I don't think Clumina. I don't think any of those people were. I think they're all great. I still listen to their stuff. It doesn't bother me in the sense that they have opinions about it. I mean, I get it. I've seen some stuff that I was like, I don't know, that seems kind of really out there. So I totally get it that somebody would think that. But I guess I just felt like I had to defend myself, which is interesting in and of itself. But yeah, I'm defending myself because I'm a real person. I made a video and I heard those things. And yeah, that's about it, guys. So appreciate you listening if you got this far. And just catch you guys soon on the next one. Take care.